Hi, so in this next video we're going to talk about the next column. Hopefully you've watched the previous three videos. In this column we're going to be looking at the average trade length. We've looked at the equity curve. Just as a quick recap, we want the equity curve to be as smooth as possible. Ideally going in a straight line vertically would be perfect because then you're making infinite money instantaneously, but we know that that's not possible. You don't want the equity curve to be too flat. You want it to be just growing nice and steadily without too much volatility. You want the system to have been traded for quite a long time. The longer it's been traded, the more reliable the results will be when you want to project those results forward. You want the system to have withstood the test of time, I suppose, is a nice way of putting it. The number of trades, the more trades it's done, the more robust you could say the system is because it's weathered the storms throughout all the times of hasn't done just a small sample of trades. It's done, like a really good sample size. If you've ever studied any kind of statistics, you'll know that the bigger the sample size, the really more reliable the results are of this particular study. So now the next column we really are looking at is the average trade length. There's no real right or wrong answer to this, but would you say a system that stays in a trade, say for an average of 2 days, let's see, 1.9 days or 2.1 days, would you say that would be a little bit easier for you to trade than a system that gets in and out, say, every 5 hours? That's going to be a little bit harder, and you can see it didn't really have a particularly good equity curve. It did for a while, but then it came crashing straight back down again. These ones are all okay. To hold something for 3 days, that's not too difficult. You don't have to be sitting in front of your computer screen forever. You can, depending on the system, and you can get all the details, of course, for these systems at awesometradingsystems.com. You can get access via that site. That's awesometradingsystems.com. You can find out more about the particular strategy and then follow the buy and sell signals. You can even have these systems run on auto trade for you if you like, so you can have the system orders directed to your broker, your real life brokerage account. A system that gets in and out, say if it was every few minutes, well, if it's such a short time frame that you're holding the trade for, you're going to be sort of being affected by the spread between the bid and the ask price, or for some people they call it the bid and the offer price. So if it's a decent length of time, like a few days that you're being held in the trade for, that's good because then you're not really going to be affected by the spread in the bid and offer price in the price quote. But now I'll just again sort this so you can see the sort of range. This one here, each trade lasted an average of 70 weeks. That's a long time. It didn't really do very well. Now this system here has done pretty good. It hasn't had many trades done though. It's been done some really long-term trades, but it's only done a few of them. Although they are lasting for over 6 months at a time. We'll sort the column again in reverse order. Now this one is a fantastic equity curve, but each trade's only being held for 3.2 minutes. So to be able to replicate it in the future in real life, those trades are going to be a lot more difficult. So as I said, by sorting this, you go from one extreme to the other, either the really short ones at the top of the column or the really long-term ones at the top of the column. And of course, there's about altogether over 10,000 systems. So it's not really the best way to search for a system. It's just interesting to look at. You might want to look at one that's done a lot of trades. So again, click on the column again here. So this one's done a lot of trades, these ones here at the top, and the average trade length, these are all pretty good. So, but maybe avoid the one that's holding on to trades for less than a day. Might be a little bit harder to trade. So as I said, go to awesometradingsystems.com and you can find all of this information about the systems plus a whole lot more. You'll see in the next, well, not quite in the next few videos, but after the next series, then you'll see a lot more analysis about each of these individual systems. You'll see the breakdown of the performance, like the win-loss ratios, the drawdown figures, the profit factors, and so forth. So we'll get to that in due course. So I hope you stick around. There's a lot more to learn, and I hope that helps you. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.